Here to embark on this icebreaker speech. Help me welcome the illuminating Eldon.
Do you believe in the saying, age is just a number?
Yes.
Yes? No? Yeah. So that is the limit so far, and I would love to reach that age, as long as I'm physically healthy and looking this good. 6 months into my employment abroad, however, my father died from stroke at the age of 70. And being the eldest in the family, I became the instant breadwinner. Just as I entered middle age, I lost all sense of purpose, and I was very miserable. I struggled immensely. Good day mga langga, and welcome to my vlog. To my 231 subscribers, thank you very much for your unending support, and I have good news for you. Next week, I'm going to give away cash prizes for my subscribers outside of Kuwait and discount coupons from Baking Studio in Kuwait to my subscribers here in Kuwait. So, watch out for it. To my dear viewers, thank you very much for watching my videos, and I hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, and share my videos to your families, friends, and loved ones. To my family, friends, and loved ones, especially to Dodong and Kesa and the regular family in Ormoc, hi, how are you? I hope you're in the best of health and enjoying the life that God has given us. I miss you all. Before I proceed with my vlog mga langga, I would like to congratulate Harry James Regner for passing the Master Electrician Licensure exam. Congratulations them. I know you worked hard for this, and I really look forward to you succeeding in the future and achieving your dreams for yourself and for your family. I love you all. Today mga langga, I'm going to share with you my life story. Yes, I know it's long overdue. In my first vlog, I know I didn't talk about myself that much because I thought I'll be talking to friends and family only, especially the ones on Facebook. But then in the past year, my subscriber base has grown. I met new friends through Zumba, through Toastmasters, and through my other activities. And many of them have subscribed to my channel, and I feel duty bound to introduce myself. The way I'm going to introduce myself, however, is not through talking here for the next hour or so, but through the speech that I gave in my public speaking club, the Mangaf Communicators Toastmasters Club. You see, when you become a member of a Toastmasters Club, you are required to register online through their website. And in that website, there are so many different pathways that you can choose in order to develop your public speaking skills. There are speech manuals relating to presentation, to mentoring, to coaching, to developing a humorous speech, and so many other different things. As a member, and if you want to improve your public speaking and communication skills, you have to go through the manual. You have to deliver a speech according to the manual that you have chosen. Regardless of the manual, however, the first speech that you have to deliver is a speech about yourself. The reason for this is that as a first-time speaker, your fellow members would like to know more about yourself, who you are, your education, your interests, whatever it is about yourself. And the other reason is that Toastmasters International would like the first-time speaker to deliver his or her speech comfortably and with a lot of confidence. And the best topic any speaker could deliver to achieve that purpose is a topic about himself or herself. Just for your information mga langga, I delivered my first speech more than 10 years ago when I first joined Toastmasters. However, I took a break from Toastmasters for 5 years after the death of my mother, and when I rejoined my club, they were already following a different system called the Pathways. And according to the new rules, I have to start from the very beginning. That's why 2 weeks ago, I delivered my first speech. The title of my speech is Age Just a Number? And in this speech, I spoke about my origins, my role in the family, my ambitions and dreams, and what I'm busy doing currently, like Zumba and other stuff. So mga laga, without much ado, here's my speech. I hope that by listening to it, you'll get to know more about me And also, you'll get to reflect on your life because age is not just a number. Listen to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our first speaker for today. His opinion about the topic is just perfect. And I would say this gentleman is so illuminating. Yes. I asked him what would he change about himself if he could. He said the condition known as hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating. So it has given him a lot of discomfort and embarrassment, but otherwise he wouldn't change a thing. To embark on his icebreaker speech, which is like a standing ovation speech for Toastmasters. Help me welcome the illuminating Eldon.
Madam Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Do you believe in the saying, age is just a number?
Yes.
Yes? No? Yes. Personally, I don't believe it. A number is infinite. It has no end. It can go from 0 to tens, thousands, millions, trillions, and all the leons. Human age, however, has a limit. It has a beginning and an end. In fact, the current oldest person on record is French John Calment, who died at the age of 122. So that is the limit so far, and I would love to reach that age, as long as I'm physically healthy and looking this good. Because age has a limit, I think of it as a life story. It tells you where you have been, where you are now, and how much time you have left in this world. And today, I'm going to tell you my life story by going through some of the major points of my existence. So I was born on March 2, 1968. And yes, I'm 55. I was born in a small town in one of the Philippines' 7,641 islands. Yeah, that many. I'm the eldest in the family, and I have two younger brothers, June and Ed. My mother was a teacher, and my father was a court interpreter. And yes, they're now in heaven, may their souls rest in peace. I was born in a small, closely knit conservative Catholic community. And it was in this community that I learned good moral values like honesty, integrity, and respect for others. It was also in this community that I acquired the love for singing, dancing, acting, and tennis. Finally, it was in this neighborhood that I collected memories of my childhood, happy memories, playing with my siblings, cousins, and friends, climbing trees, bathing in the river, and soaking in the rain. My family was poor, but life was simple and good, and I was very content with where I was. At the age of 20, after graduating from college, I had to find work for myself. And there were very few opportunities on my island. And so, I left my hometown for the first time to look for a job in the neighboring island of Cebu. And there, I found a job as internal auditor of one of the biggest shipping companies in the Philippines, Aboitiz Shipping Corporation. 2 years later, my company moved me to Manila, the capital city of the Philippines and the biggest and most prosperous city of the country. It was in Manila that I started going out, watching movies with friends, and enjoying parties, things which I did not enjoy in my earlier life. At the age of 25, I found work in Saudi Arabia as cost engineer for Saudi Aramco. My salary was 3 times higher than what I earned in the Philippines, so I started to dream big for myself. I thought about traveling the world, studying law and psychology, 2 courses which I wanted to take in college but I couldn't because we were poor, having a family of my own, and giving to charity. 6 months into my employment abroad, however, my father died from stroke at the age of 70. And being the eldest in the family, I became the instant breadwinner. I became the sacrificial lamb in Asian culture, or I should say the sacrificial monkey, because I was born in the year of the monkey. Because of my new role, all my dreams went down the drain. I had to take care of my mother, my brothers' wives and children. And at first I thought I'm going to be desperate, not being able to pursue my own dreams and ambitions. But after a few months, I began to love my role, especially that of taking care of my mother. After my father's death, my mother became my life's mission. She became the center of my attention, the apple of my eye, the reason for me to live. I was so happy with my role that I forgot about my own dreams and ambitions. At the age of 35, and still single, I moved to Kuwait. I was hired as a lead cost engineer by one of Kuwait Oil Company's major contractors, Emmett Foster Wheeler. Even with my new job, my family had remained my focus. I honestly didn't think much about myself, my love life, and much more marriage, because figuratively I was already married to my family, and secondly, I'm a perfectionist, and nobody passed my criteria. Just kidding. In 2018, just 2 weeks after my 50th birthday, my mother died from pancreatic cancer at the age of 88. Just as I entered middle age, I lost all sense of purpose, and I was very miserable. I struggled immensely. After dedicating a lot of time and effort, and after providing my mother with all the love and care, I felt like I had no reason to live. But time is a good way of healing all the grief. And so, 5 years later, at 55, here I am, fully recovered and feeling reborn. It seems like to me, for a long time, I'm now in control of myself. I'm going after my own pursuits without my mother to attend to, and with my brothers and sisters-in-law and nephews and nieces already grown up and independent. I feel like I can dream for my own. So now, at this point, I'm very busy video editing. I now have a YouTube channel, DaddyNinong. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'm now a Toastmasters after 5 years of absence. 2 weeks ago, I went back to playing tennis again. I now have a new Zumba group, and currently, I'm looking for love. There are times when I look ahead into the future and think about my retirement and old age, but most of the time, I'm just busy with my newfound love for life. So that is my life story, my dear Toastmasters and friends. So as you can see, age has a significant meaning. Each year you blow the candle on your cake is a year to reflect of where things were, where you are now, and what lies ahead. So age therefore has to be appreciated. To me, it's not just a number, it's a life story.